try to give you some instructions on how to operate the Mitsubishi MPAV65 vertical mill from a complete powered down condition. First of all, you've got to have your compressed air hooked up to the back, facing the back of the machine, the right side of it, right below the Daikin oil chiller. Also right below that chiller is a way lube unit. Make sure you've got plenty of oil in your way lube unit. And once those conditions are met, then come around to the electrical panel and turn on the main disconnect. You'll hear the fan start running. Now we are at the operator's control station, where we will first verify that the emergency stop push button is released, and then press the power on button. And it looks like I pressed the wrong button. Let's try that again. The power on button. The first button I pressed was cycle start. Control powers up. Having the alarm saying to push machine on and home all the axes. Machine on is this green button. You'll actually hear the electrical contactors kick in. And then hydraulic pump on, which is the next alarm. Push hydraulic pump arm. Pump on. And turn it on, you'll hear the hydraulics start running. Now, in order to home this machine up, first you want to make sure your feed rate's at 100%. The way the electrical line that feeds this machine is so small that this machine's having problems achieving 100% because it hasn't got sufficient power cables to it. So I've been leaving it at 50%. But you go to home mode. Right now, X-axis is already in the middle of its travel, so I know it's okay. I need to come over here. Go to jog mode and jog the Z-axis in the minus direction. And we'll bring it down, bring the head down. And we came down about 10 inches on Z-axis. And Y-axis, I can look at it and see that it's already moved in. If it wasn't, then I would go to jog Y minus and jog it towards the spindle. But since it's already, X looks good where it's at for a home, Y looks good, I'm going to go to home mode, and then I'm going to get the spindle out of the way first by pressing the Z plus. Just press and release it, and Z homes up. When it homes up, you can actually see on the position display, if I go to the all, and look at the machine position, when it goes to 0, it's homed up. And then we'll go ahead and do Y plus. One press. You see that Y is moving forward. We can go look at the position, on the machine position. Wait till it's at 0. And then we will perform X plus. And the X-axis is now moving. Wait till the machine position reads 0 for X. Once we're all three there, we'll be home on all three axes. We will stay in home mode after that. And I'll continue once this is done. Okay. And now we need to home the tool change magazine, which is by being in the home mode, which we are already, and hitting the magazine index push button and releasing it, we will see that the magazine is indexing. Come around and stop I've already written a program, and we will go to edit mode by pressing the edit button. We will come up here to the monitor buttons that select what you're going to view on the screen and press program. And we'll see that the program 01 is already displayed. If it happens to come up on the directory page, it will look like this. It has a directory of the programs that are in it. And you would just have to hit the program button. If it happens to be on program 2 currently, we want to run program 1, we will type O1 and press the O search soft key. And program 1 will come up. That will all be done in edit mode. Now we will go to memory mode. And now that we're in memory, all we should have to do is press the cycle start push button. And the machine starts running a cycle. So now the tool changer is coming around to pull up tool number 1. This one down. Pull one on the spindle. For this we're running a spindle at 1,000 RPM, just rapiding at 50% down on the Z-axis, then doing a 2-inch move down, and doing 4 little moves along X and Y. Once those are done, Z will retract back up 2 inches. At 50%, remember this is, to the tool change position. Now it's bringing around tool number 2. There's only one tool holder available for this machine, so there is no tool holder to show you. And it runs tool number 2. The same program. Down 15 inches or so in Z. Feeds down 2 more inches. 1 inch X move. 1 inch Y move. Back the other way 1 inch in X. And back the other way 1 inch in Y. Z back up 2 inches. Simulating going down into a cut. Now rapiding back up to tool change position. Spindle stopping, and falling back up tool number 1, and repeating the same procedure. In order to stop this program properly, I've programmed in an optional stop, which all you have to do is press the optional stop push button, and once it completes tool number 2, it will stop on its own. The machine comes to a stop by itself, just reach the M01 command, optional stop. I can turn the optional stop back off, press the reset button, go to edit mode, and again press the reset button, and everything's cleared up. This machine has one small issue with its way it does its cycle start and feed hold. For some reason, feed hold stays lit. I'm going to go to MDI and press cycle start and get rid of the feed hold. In order to power down, I want to press the emergency stop. Oops. And turn the control off. There is another bit of information I should share with you, and that pertains to this machine having a random tool storage magazine. Whenever there's a random tool storage, there's always some sort of table in the machine to where it knows what tool is in what pocket, and I want to let you know where that is. First of all, in order to find it, you have to press the system monitor button. When you press that, you're going to come up with some soft keys. And the soft key for PMC is the one you want to press. And once you get into the PMC screen, which looks like this, then you want to go to the PMC parameters, PMC PRM. And it will bring you up to, there's actually 5 pages under the PC parameters. There's timers, counters, peak relays, data, and settings. The tool locations are under data and then G data. And what you find here is addresses, giving numbers and addresses. Number 0 to 24, which relates to address D0 to D24. D0 contains the tool number of the tool that is in the spindle. D1 through 24 refer directly to pockets 1 through 24 in the magazine. This tells you what tool is in what pocket. For example, D1 is showing a 6, so tool number 6 is in pocket D1. If you ever have a hang-up on your APC, a power outage, something like that, you need to come in here and make sure that this information is correct. The way to change this information is to go to MDI mode and then cursor to the one you want to change. And let's just say there is no tool 24. We'll type a 0 and input, and you'll see that D7 went to a 0. Now let's put it back to what it was. We type 24 input, and D7 is now back to a 24.